There we go. I was muted. Very elegant transition from me, someone who's definitely not still learning how to use OBS and scenes. How's everybody doing? It's Monday. Hope you all are having a good Monday. Do I like the robot? I think I like the robot. Hold on, let me check. Yeah? No, I like that robot. I like what I see. Whew. Man, I don't know if it's like this for you all. Today's a Monday. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully, just like Butch Bell, Mech Monday can get me charged up. Hasn't even been that bad of a Monday. Like, I can't point to anything where I'm like, oh, what a terrible day. I'm just tired. Happy Big Metal Mech Slapping Metal Monday to you as well, Cassander. Rinfrel, I'm glad you're doing good. I'm assuming since you're here that you didn't get like bad weather damage. But I hope that's the case. Okay. Oh, it's Tuesday. Shit. What would we call this on Tuesday? Tronic Tuesday. No. I remember where I was at with this. I was trying to figure out how to make my mech not way too big. Tune-ups day is good. Transformer Tuesday. I think we could get sued. I don't want to get sued. Titanic Tech Tuesday. Titanfall Tuesday. This is Thursday, actually Tuesday. You didn't say that. I'm just goofing. I forget what AS missiles stand for. 10-ton Tuesday. That's good. Scatter missile. ETF missile. Ooh. Man, there's so many cool missiles now. Better tracking with agility and lower speed. I remember really liking the scatter missile, and maybe that is the way to go now that I'm back to being fast. I'm like up in people's grill, you know? It is in fact ass missiles, you're right. Number of rounds 240, 448. This was the one that I had before this MP. I wonder what the difference here is. Oh, it fires 16 instead of 32. It costs a lot less per round. Can't miss if you hit everything, damn right. Fly is a wall of explosives. I like a wall of explosives. Here's the real question. How much money do I have? Enough. Let's do it. Still can't fit a bazooka on here. Okay. Oh, I didn't. I always forget to equip stuff even after I buy it. What did we buy? This one? No. This one. Yes. Equip. Now can I put a bazooka? I can't put the good bazooka. Man, I want the good bazooka. Tank legs and good bazooka, but I like being fast. Guess this is the tragedy of being, is that I want to be fast and have big gun. And rocket, huh? Oh right, those don't trace the way that I think the bazooka has some like targeting and tracing. Could. Oh, yeah, look at that. Let's go. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't need a bazooka. I got 3 racks of missiles. Yeah, let's get wide. That's what I'm saying. Every day I'm out here like, let's get wide. That's not what I'm out here saying, but could be. Do we want to do anything besides this shotgun? Probably want to stick with the shotgun. I'm just trying to remember what else I have at my disposal. You know what? Let's see. Gauntlet Conundrum. I also don't know what's going on. That is the secret of the stream, is that I have no idea what's going on. I know some things that are going on. Oh, I could have my cool sniper rifle that I got from killing that person really fast. You know what? Oh, it's data only. I keep forgetting that even though I like get it, I don't get it. I'm gonna sell this. Let's see. Is that enough? I think that's enough? No. Checking numbers. Oh yeah, that's enough. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Oh shit. Nope. That was the wrong thing to do. Beans. Oh, good thing I can just sell it back. Yeah, I'm still weight alert with it. Have you tried the reverse joint legs? Yeah, I guess you can't see it, but yes, I have the reverse joint legs on. Okay, let's go back to figuring this out. I'm confused because it looks like I am under the weight. Guess I could just, you know. They don't want to let me be great. So, we'll just go back to the shotgun for now. Manual, I've got all my, let's see. I can definitely take some of this out of load now. Ooh. Then an output. Another thing I remember learning is that these different cores like increase at different rates. So like that goes up by 14, that goes up by 11, that goes up by 1. So basically like the core and the chest are my best ones for if I want to put some more primal armor on. Mobility, turning. I think I do want to try cranking my turning up, just because I always feel like I'm like super slow. Does alert mean overweight or just that you're brushing up against it? It means that I am, yes, that I am overweight and that my mobility is going down. So like, let me just like put something else on. So you see when I go overweight and it goes into weight alert, my mobility goes down like 18 points. So that's what that is. I mean, I can still like fly with it, right? But it makes me go much slower, and I want to go fast. Finish. What up, Pink Jack? Let's go. I think I do. I was thinking about if I want to do the simulator or if I want to just keep trying to do the main story stuff. And I think I want to do the main story stuff because ideally I would love, and I don't know how much is left in this game. I haven't really looked. I would love if by the time Phantom Brigade comes out of early access, if I could start playing that on Mech Mondays, which I think is in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's not coming out on a Monday, so I think it's like coming out on like a Tuesday or a Friday or something. So 2/28, yeah. So yes, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks in terms of Mondays. 3 Mondays from now. So we'll see. I guess I could look and see how much time is left, or how much time is left. How much game is left. Armored Core 4 story missions. 37 missions. I'm gonna try not to read these names. So I'm in chapter 4, there's a chapter 5 and a chapter 6. Okay. We're getting close. 3 mech days from now. Yeah, that's how you say it. Alright, let's go break the White Lance. Maybe. Or get broken.
You're going after the BFF group directly this
time.
Ooh,
the BFF group.
Destroy the Queen's Lance, BFF's flagship and acting headquarters. The Queen's Lance is nestled amid a massive defensive fleet. It's going to be nasty out there, but there's no avoiding it. The Queen's Lance is your only target. Ignore the rest of the fleet. Just be sure to sink that flagship. BFF is notorious for their highly centralized command structure. If this operation succeeds, they'll be dead in the water. This is an extremely important mission. Those are your orders.
Pteroid, no, I don't think they have said. At least if they have, I have not seen it. Okay, failed parachute says new armor core is on Steam. That'd be cool. I guess. Okay. It's time to play the car. Can't wait to blitz the target. Ooh, high missiles. Yeah, what's up? I can shoot missiles too. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Woo! Woo! I guess it's the big white one up here. Woo! God, it's so many missiles! Oh! Oh, is that it? No, there's still parts of it that are up. Ooh! Boy, am I glad I'm fast for this mission. Holy shit. I feel like I am... Oh, let's go! Let's go!
Good work. Please head back.
Oh, yeah. No, Vix, the Gatling gun would be very good for this. That was sick. Hey, rank B. Take it.
One of the 6 companies just fell by your hand.
Oh.
I never imagined it would come to something like this. You're truly amazing. I never would have guessed, looking at you back then. I miss those days.
Boy, that seems very dire. All right, let's go
We've
do the
confirmed
Juggernaut.
an unidentified weapon in the gear tunnel. It's big, and it's headed for Anatolia, fast. I'm afraid we may be looking at a large-scale, highly destructive weapon. There's no time. You have to intercept it. Please!
This? Okay. Yeah, no, this sounds very bad.
Massive weapon closing rapidly. You have to stop it here, please.
Let me through. Oh god, it's gonna bust through this door, huh?
Sighted. Intercept.
Yo! Oh, I've got the little rear... Okay. Yeah, I've got a little rear view camera up here.
That weapon's primal armor is extremely high output. Not getting through. Aim for the rectifiers.
Sure. The rectifiers. I assume the rectifiers are the glowing things. Okay, alright. God.
Weapon is slow. Now's your chance. Concentrate your fire. And massive weapon destroyed. All activity
Did we do it?
ceasing.
Okay. Woo.
Energy spike detected.
I don't think we did it.
To explode. Get out of there. It's over. We managed to stop it.
Whew, okay.
Thank you. We owe it all to you. Good work. Let's go home.
Oh, that was stressful. But we're rank A, so it doesn't
That had to
matter.
have been a new prototype weapon from one of the companies. But why Anatolia? What's happening? What does this mean?
I feel like it. Oh,
The attack on the Queen's Lance.
we'll talk.
It was
after
this
that.
mission which sealed the fate of the Pax Economica. The massive BFF group lost its military infrastructure. Ray Leonard's fragility as a nascent corporation had become increasingly apparent, leading them to increasingly direct and risky tactics. A direct next attack on their enemy's core. Ray Leonard and its ally Aquavit pooled their nexts and the dangerous new behemoths and launched a large-scale surprise assault. So began the Lynx War. Massive colonies toppled helplessly, while Kojima contamination spread unchecked. After taking a fatal blow in the early days of the assault and being driven into a defensive war, Omer's last hope was Joshua O'Brien, an Aspina mercenary and our man. Those two were unparalleled on the battlefield. It was enough to make even me, an ally, anxious, even afraid.
Okay. So, seems like people are sick of me, so they want to blow up my home. Anatolia. We're getting into just full out, all out corp warfare. My name's Joshua O'Brien, I think? I guess that's what they just said. Yeah, death comes as the end. A very reassuring chapter title. You're right, Twit. You know what? Let's not think about all these bad important things. Let's just go look at the new mech weapons we can buy. I know whenever I am overcome by the horrors of war, Wow Cool Robot is a comfort in these trying times. I still have never done anything with the like laser weapons. I almost feel like I should, but I don't know. I don't think I got any new weapons. I think it was just all new mech parts. Oh, Joshua O'Brien is another pilot. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Well, where are the new mech parts, baby? God, I do love this goofy looking fucker. What is my money sitch? Okay. It's not bad. Featherweight part. Focus on PA and craft mobility. Whew. It's like all my money. Man, those are cool legs. Look at those cool legs. Man, this is the problem, is I would just sit here and do this all night if I could. But I can't. Got stuff to do. Forgot that my emblem was still this weird lady cow. I'm gonna change this really quick. Got so many other choices. We got the guy from Spider-Man who wants pictures of Spider-Man, but with a guitar. Got a bird. I guess that's a dove. We got a cool wolf. Got a mask. Got a feather. We got Cloud's Buster Sword. Kind of like this astronaut. I think I'm going with the astronaut. Oh boy. Just bam, right there. Perfect. Let's put it right on the head. Oh god, can I just make this enormous? Yes! Looks horrible. Alright, let's go for it. Let's go defeat made enemy.
Let's confirm the mission. Eliminate the BFF remnants that have taken hold of the Rosghoul colony's subterranean facility. The enemy is primarily made up of BFF standard normals, most of them probably equipped with long-range sniper weapons. They're using electronic countermeasures, so you're going in radar blind. Expect them to take advantage of the complex interior layout and set up ambushes. Stay calm and use your head. Those are your orders.
Well, this is probably gonna suck. Oh, we've been killing our BFFs. Sorry.
Destroy the enemy's main force.
A BFF normals. No normals a BFF of mine. I'll tell you that much.
Sighting by radar will be extremely difficult. Keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, my radar is fucked.
Enemy normal confirmed. That's your objective. Take it out. Enemy normal destroyed.
Okay.
4 objectives left.
Or left, alright.
ECM returning to standard levels. Your radar is back online.
Oh, who's shooting me? I don't like that. Coming from above?
ECM density increasing. Tighten up your guard. Watch your step in there.
Nope. Oh, this is very claustrophobic.
Destruction of objective confirmed. That leaves 3.
Above me. Okay. Oh. Sometimes camera in this game leaves a lot to be desired. I don't think I'm getting S rank on this one. Taking way too long. Oh God. There you are. Oh, okay. My radar's coming back. That's nice. Not always easy to tell what the hell the radar means, but...
2 more to go.
Alright, 2 more. Okay. I'm assuming if my radar is fucky, then that means there's like a target nearby. At least something. Woo! Looks like it was telling me I had targets this way. Ooh. Ah. there's people in here. And my radar's fucked up, so... Okay. Alright, here we go. Hopefully this is something. Man, just can't find the little radar jammer. It's down this way. Oh, okay. People are shooting at me in the right direction.
Destruction confirmed.
Okay, one left.
Remains.
Figure out where this radar jammer guy is. Oh,
AP is down 50%. All objectives destroyed.
oh, okay. All right, we did it. Whew.
Please head back.
Oh, hi, Peep. Yeah. We realized that we had not made announcements on Patreon. Or I should say, like, Keith brought it up. So I don't know if I want to... I don't know if it's fair to give Keith all the credit, but I'm happy to give Keith all the credit. It's like, yeah, we should announce these on Patreon. Because not everybody follows our Twitch or our Twitter. Or maybe you do follow us on Twitter, but Twitter's a nightmare place to actually get, like, timely information and announcements, so...
Let's confirm the mission. The remnants of BFF's forces have taken hold of the Zextex Global Airport. Eliminate them.
Zextex?
They're primarily a squad of normals, but they're equipped with long-range sniper cannons, so react accordingly. We're dropping you away from the site to avoid sniper attacks, but you need to keep contamination levels to a minimum so the airport can still be used once recovered. A quick approach is your best bet against their special weaponry. Get in there fast, and get the job done. Those are your orders.
And lastly, no Russian.
This is a protected area. You don't have much time. Engage and eliminate the enemy squadron ASAP.
Whew. Oh, I love that popping.
AP is down 50%.
Ooh. I like that. Got that one. Okay. Nice. All right.
The mission was a success. Good work. Please head back.
Yeah, the Armored Core music is very, very good.
I'm glad you're all right.
Silent Avalanche.
Let's confirm the mission. Silent Avalanche, the security unit at the former BFF's Kojima energy facility, Sphere, has persisted in resisting. We need you to eliminate them. BFF put their pride and all of their resources on the line to build Sphere. It's the largest facility of its kind and filled with cutting-edge Kojima technology. Several companies have tried their hand at taking it over in the past, but Silent Avalanche has sent them all packing. Their normals are specifically adapted for combat on the ice floes and favor long-range sniper cannon attacks. Watch out for snipers camouflaged by the snow. Those are your orders.
Man, I hear they're making Death Stranding 3 in there. Their Kojima tech is so cutting edge that they don't even need to worry about Death Stranding 2. They're on 3 already.
What are they trying to prove now that BFF is gone? They can't hold out forever.
What are they trying to prove now that BFF is gone?
You've entered sniping range.
Ooh,
Stay sharp.
they do love to put me up against snipers. Oh, this is good music. Okay. Get them all.
You're nearing the edge.
What's this pink thing out here?
You've exited the combat
Oh,
area.
no, 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 no. Fuck. Oh, okay. There was a pink thing out there. My radar lied
Let's
to me.
confirm
This is
the mission.
bullshit.
Silent Avalanche, the security
Alright.
objective is to take down Silent Avalanche. Be especially wary of long-distance sniping out there.
It won't let me get too high.
They're trying to prove now that BFF is gone.
It might be hard for the snipers to hit you. Don't go up there. Ooh. Ooh.
You've entered sniping range. Stay sharp. You're nearing the edge of the combat area.
Oh, come on. Let me get up. There we go. Okay. Ooh.
You're nearing the edge of the combat area. Target destruction
Uh-oh.
confirmed.
That's probably not good.
That leaves 4 of them.
That my radar's all completely fucked up. Huh.
You're nearing the edge of the combat area.
Okay. Ah, here they are. What are they shooting at?
Destruction of objective confirmed. 3 units remain. All objectives neutralized.
Certainly seems weird that they were just shooting
The mission was a success.
randomly in another direction,
Good work.
but
Please head back.
waiting for like somebody else to pop up here. Oh, what What did I say? That was Poppy Hill adjacent. Ooh, rank S, let's go.
Glad you're all right. Let's go home.
Oh. Yeah, there was something pink out there. Oh. That is something that Bobby Hill would say. Futile resistance inside the spear.
Let's confirm the mission. Armed terrorists have struck the former BFF's Kojima energy facility, Sphere. They're to take them out. The terrorists are former Sphere staff. They've activated an experimental normal designed for extreme climbs and have holed themselves up inside the Kojima tank. They've made a list of impossible demands, saying they'll cause a meltdown if not met. If allowed to happen, this would cause the worst contamination in history by far. The concentration of Kojima particles inside that tank is extremely high. Expect it not only to weaken your primal armor, but actively damage your craft. Be careful in there.
It's an interesting use of the word terrorist. Considering that I'm just coming in and blowing up these people's workspace. We're calling them the terrorists. I mean, I'm sure that's probably the point. But... oh God. Yeah, these guys got armor. I mean, not enough armor to stop missile, but oh God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this sucks. This sucks. Ooh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead because I cannot see where the fuck I'm going. Oh God! Stop me if you've heard this before, but I don't know if From Software made a very good camera for this game.
Armed terrorists have struck. Eliminate all experimental enemy normals. Kojima particle concentration.
No, I don't think I need anything tankier. The issue is that I couldn't see where the fuck I was going, and there are enemies like along the way that I needed to be taking out, but I was not finding them because they want me to travel through this fucking nightmare mess. Sorry, I am saying fuck, not at you. I'm saying fuck at myself, just to be explicit. Okay. Those two down. Oh my God! Because there's not a very good way of like, I mean, maybe I suck at the game, but trying to like moderate your like vertical height is pretty rough. Okay, I think all four of them are like down below, so I guess it's just time to go in here and try and kill them as fast as possible. Oh my God, please shoot missiles. Woo! Number do go down fast. But hey, number didn't go all the way down, and that's all that matters.
I'm glad you're all right. Let's go home.
Yeah, I'm totally fine. Pilot's great. Definitely no ongoing issues from, you know, radiation. Oh my god. So, I keep reading in places. In places being game facts. That you could replay old missions to farm money. And I could never figure out how to do that. I just accidentally hit left bumper. Hey, look at all these old missions I could go do. Christ. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Now I can't get money, you're correct. Yes, lifelong learners. Theckerus, you're correct. Okay. Let's look at cool arms, huh? How y'all feel about cool arms? Designed for certain weapons. You know, certain weapons. What if I just did nothing but missiles, y'all? Huh? What if that was my jam? What if it was just missiles all the time? This seems like a bad idea. Let's do it. Missiles go boom, enemies die, profit. I agree. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. I want the good MS lock speed. If we're just going to do all the missiles. It looks like 227 is the best. How much is this bad boy? Oh, it's nothing. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, this is a Big Zam vibe. You are correct. What else? What do these things do? Let's see. Ability, high defense, fortress type ACs. What's that? What does it do? It's higher AP, ballistic defense. Okay. Thermal armor upgrade and basic balance. Man, I do love this weird head. Let's buy a head. You know what? What else can we do here? What else we got? Okay, none of these are really speaking to me. Horizontal thrust is better. How much is this? Man, the boosters are so expensive. Thrust. Okay, okay, okay. Ultra heavy. I don't want heavy. God, that's so fast. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Be fast. Forget what OB thrust is. Help if I equipped it. Would help if I equipped that head I bought too, huh? Let's go. Weird head, weird head. Remove. Yeah, we're just nothing but missiles, baby. Oh, I forgot I have so much more. Yeah, overboost. You're right. Thank you. I have so much more FCS now. Definitely want missile lock speed. Oh, I forget what some of these do. God, Armored Core do need funnels. You are correct. You're correct and you should say it. Alright, time go fast. Let's rename this. What are we gonna call our big missile boy? Our big missile mech. Okay, well now I gotta Google that now. Failed parachute. I don't get that reference. Let's You can also explain the reference to me. Big hoagie. Okay, I like mistletoe. Oh! Yes, thank you. Katano Circus. Yes, duh. Thank you. Okay. Oops. Would help if I'm typing in the right space. I name it Mistletoe just because I think if Austin ever comes back on here, or when Austin watches the VOD and sees that we named a robot Mistletoe, it might make him upset. Like in a fun way, not like an actually mad way. We want to change colors. I probably need to be green, right? Because I'm Mistletoe. Mistletoe's green, right? I'm gonna Google mistletoe. It's like green and it's got like little berry things on it. I'm realizing like real life mistletoe looks very different from like cartoon mistletoe, and I don't know if I've ever seen mistletoe in real life. Greens and yellows with like red or white like fruit bulb things. That looks good. I like that. No. I always forget like what optional refers to. Oh, those things. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with like a different like shading. Yeah, I like that. I do kind of like the like bronzy look on that. Keep that. Yeah. All right. Finish. All right. Let's go see how hard we die.
Let's confirm the mission. Destroy Ray Leonard's anti-satellite cannon, the Ehrenberg, before it can shoot down GA's surveillance satellite. We expect a large-scale defensive force, but you'll need to pay special attention to the high-density primal armor protecting the Ehrenberg's core.
Oh, hey, Keith.
GA's surveillance satellite is approaching the Ehrenberg's
Let me
firing
make
range.
sure. Oh,
There isn't
I have
much
voice
time.
chat muted.
Get
There
in
you
there
go.
and get the job done.
Now the people can hear you.
Those are your
Hey
orders.
Dre, how hard are you gonna die in this one?
I might die. We'll see.
You might die.
Um,
I went to check in and see how you're doing, and that's what I heard. I saw you building your very nice forest-colored mech.
Thank you. It has nothing but missiles on it.
Objective is the Ehrenberg
Oh, cool.
anti-satellite
Yeah, so we're gonna see how this
Like
goes.
different ranges of missiles, like small missiles and big missiles. Okay, not just like fully decked out with one kind of missile.
No. Some of them are like seeking. Some of them are like, were you here when we had the scatter missiles?
Maybe we tried out a bunch of weapons when.
Yeah, that's true. We did.
But I didn't catch a lot of their names. Is that the scatter missile? What you just fired? That looks familiar.
The scatter missiles are like basically shotgun missiles.
Yeah, ooh, that worked really well.
I think this
That
is
is
the
sort
I'm
of the
supposed to
thing,
blow up?
like from games that I've played, you know, you can put as many different kinds of weapons as you want, but missiles are just always going to work really well, especially if they're especially if they're honing missiles. Like, I could be as good of a shot with a sniper rifle as you can be, but someone who just has to lock on and fire, if they can do it fast enough, it's always going to work.
energy levels rising.
Yeah.
We're running out of time before the surveillance satellite shut down.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be shooting here.
I've heard, I've been hearing about Armored Core for Answer. That's the game that
That's
I've been hearing a lot of.
that's the sequel to this one.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've been hearing that it's really good. Are you going to play that one?
Probably.
Interested in seeing what the sequel to this would look like. Especially because people who say Armored Core 4 is only okay, they're normally saying it like For Answer is a really good game.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of like, how could the difference between those be so big?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Here's a thing for me to shoot.
I like that you've got one fin on one side and then a big gun on the other side.
Uh-huh. Oh, I'm all out of my arm missiles.
The Ehrenberg has finished charging.
Uh-oh.
We can't stop it from firing.
That's probably bad.
Ice Cole says, For Answer is a go-to, and I think on average, $150 at your local game store.
Jeez.
Luckily, I think Dre knows a very inexpensive game store.
Yeah, uh-huh.
www.gamestore.com/legal.
It looks a lot like this, but with better but still incoherent plot. All right.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
Let's confirm.
Well, I mean, it's still an
Destroy
Xbox 360 game, so I wasn't expecting it to be visually that different, but I mean, sort of like the structure of the game.
Sure, yeah.
People have been so adamant that that one is better, that For Answer is better. And again, I'm sure that there's people who are commenting the same thing in reverse on For Answer, being like, 4 is so much better.
Sure.
But it feels like they would have to be sort of structurally different for there to be that much like.
I feel like, well, when you say structurally different, like, do you mean not just like picking missions from like a?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the way the missions are set up and the sort of like the like what you're doing in the game, like more interesting objectives, maybe.
Maybe.
Or at least objectives that are like you can't just go in and be like, well, I guess I just gotta shoot this, you know?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Dre, you've got your mouse cursor on the screen.
Uh-oh. Sorry, I always get my Xbox mouse on screen by accident.
Thank you, first time chat from Lo-Fi Bees, the good old Xbox mouse cursor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get an Xbox mouse cursor at GameStore.com/legal.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Massive Kojima reaction detected in its subterranean core. It's going to blow.
Oh no, they're gonna release Death Stranding 5, Keith.
They're gonna release Death Stranding 5?
Yeah, because of the huge Kojima reaction.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. They're doing a Death Stranding 2, right?
Probably. I don't know for sure.
I really like that game. I didn't finish it. Sometimes when I don't finish a game, it's a sign that I didn't really like it that much. And even if I felt like I liked it at the time, after a while, I'm like, I guess I didn't really like that. That's what happened with Dragon Age Inquisition with me. I thought that I liked it for the 21 hours that I played of it. And then I just sort of fell off of it. And I still felt really positive about it. And then 3 months later, I was like, you know what? I fucking hated that game. I didn't like that at all. But with Death Stranding, I quit it being like, I've sort of had my fill of this. And then the longer it got away from me, the more I was like, you know what? That really was really good.
Fair.
Yeah. Did you play Death Stranding?
I have not.
Really fun. I had a lot of fun just gathering materials to build a super long road.
God, that does sound fun.
It was so good.
I feel like
really, really good.
Death Stranding is a game that I feel like I would either love or would like hate and bounce off of so hard.
I think you would like it. I guess I don't have the clearest picture of exactly what your personal tastes are, but we've known each other a long time, and I'm having a hard time imagining you not liking Death Stranding.
Okay. I do love Monster Energy, so...
Yeah, and do you like pee?
Keith, if you know anything about me, you know.
What was
Let's confirm the mission.
God? What is that? What is the? Do you like Norman Reedus' special P? You want to play?
Asia's largest colony. You are to
That was
intercept it.
the Run Button episode.
Form of the prototype developed in the
The
former
Run Button podcast
GAE's
episode where we
Haida
talked about
arsenal,
Death Stranding.
and is
I will
equipped
never
with a
forget the
massive
title
Kojima
of.
cannon
And it was
high-density
I
primal armor.
don't know why they took
We've
it down, but
confirmed
Kylie took
several
it
of these
off
models are
for some
crushing
reason,
nearby colonies
and
underfoot
only just
while
recently
converging on
re-uploaded it
Sing.
onto YouTube. I think it's been on the RSS the whole
Espina
time,
colony has
but I will never
received
forget
a
the
similar call
episode
for help.
title
They
of the one where we
dispatched
talked about
White
Death Stranding
Glint,
because it was
a
called
next for
Norman
hire.
Reedus Has Special
Try
P
to
Game.
rendezvous and work together if
And that really
possible.
is kind of the plot of Death Stranding.
Those
Is
are
that
your
Norman
orders.
Reedus has
Sure.
some very
Two of you
special
can do
poop and
this.
pee,
I'm
and it
sure
will save the world.
I look forward to someone clipping Keith asking me if I like pee. Thanks in advance to whoever does that.
I forgot about clipping. Clipping is good.
Yeah. I have a cooperative partner in this, Joshua O'Brien.
Oh, Joshua O'Brien.
I love your potatoes.
He sounds so normal.
Yeah.
Has anything discernible gone on in the plot since I last joined you? I like these big bugs.
Yeah, these big bugs are cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Everything's about to explode all the time in this game.
Yeah.
I helped destroy a company.
Good. But you did it as a company. To like.
I guess on behalf
Be a
of a
bigger
company.
company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Did I get that one too? It's hard to tell when it's blowing up versus. Oh, yep. No, there it goes.
I don't know a lot about like From Software's like ethos on plot and stories in games. Obviously, I have played enough of them to know that they don't really have extremely obvious linear narratives like a lot of games might. And that what they do have is like very textural and not super deep. Even if thematically and lore-wise there is a lot that is like meaningful and deep. But I've never been able to figure out if this is like something they do because of like a personal philosophy about stories in games, or if it's just because they're not very good at it, so they just don't care. Like, because this game feels like they were like, well, let's just make a whole arcade game, like a game that could be an arcade game, but if it was a whole game on the Xbox in an era where no one's been to an arcade in 15 years.
Yeah.
But that's not how Dark Souls feels, you know? Like Dark Souls doesn't feel like they were like, let's make an arcade game.
I'd be willing to bet that it has definitely gotten like more intentional over time.
Yeah, maybe. I guess if you hire George R.R. Martin and then still don't have a story in your game, it's got to be on purpose.
Noxwar says, could it be they started out not good at it and then decided to never let go of the identity of that? I mean, yeah, lean into it.
Yeah, lean into it, yeah. It's kind of a shame. I mean, I it's one of the things that makes their games tough for me to play.
Yeah.
Because truly the only From Software game that I've really liked since Chrome Hounds, and I haven't played the Armored Core games. They've made a bunch of games that I haven't played, obviously, but they're big games that everyone knows about, has been Sekiro. They're the most different of their games since Demon's Souls.
Yeah.
And also the most normal plot game. That game was so good. I really hope they make Sekiro 2. I mean, it's maybe the best combat that's
I
ever
need
been in the game.
I need to play Sekiro. I have not played
so
that.
good. It's so good that I was constantly just saying to myself, "Oh my god, this is so good," like while I was playing it, which isn't something I'm normally doing playing games.
I'm gonna build a sniper
Spider
neck.
Dork said, "Wait, they made Chrome Hounds? Yeah, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but they made Chrome Hounds in the middle of making all these Armored Core arcadey mech games. They made Chrome Hounds, the stupid, big, serious war game mech game."
Where's my cool sniper? Where's the sniper that I won off of the corpse of a person? I think it was this one. Yeah.
I like that little sniper rifle, just visually.
The 50 one, the 050.
Maybe it could actually be just that it was turned at an angle that made it look really small.
I think it's like, I think it's a shorter barrel, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you know what? There was this game. Weird looking snipers. Let me see. Rogue. Oh, shit. What was it called? There was this game.
Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, it was Rogue Squadron.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Let's see. Rogue? No. Wave? No. Definitely began with an R. This is not a story. So if I don't have the name of the game, then I don't have anything to say about it. It was exactly a mech game, but it was like a ship game. You played like a little ship, and it was an FPS where you were this extremely fast little ship in a 3D space map. And it was a lot of fun, but unfortunately it was a PvP game, and it was an indie game, and it was just death matches, basically, and people stopped playing it after about 2 months, and it was a bummer because it was a really, really good game, except for that it was basically a team deathmatch PvP game.
Yeah, interesting.
Very quickly.
Hawken, someone brings up?
I think so.
Okay.
No, not Hawken. It was like on Steam. It wasn't on any consoles, I don't think. It was, I'm gonna say, probably 2016.
I'm not being very helpful. I'm like half listening to you, half trying to figure out what I want to do with this mech.
No, there's no, I don't think, it was a small enough game that I don't think there's anyone that could help me. I know that it's on my
I'm
Steam
beyond
list.
help.
Yeah. Eventually I could find it just scrolling through my games on Steam, but that would be foolish. Especially because right now it's showing me all Kylie's games also, and that's too many games. That triples my Steam library. If I do
Sure.
that.
Oh, I'm so close to being able to have. Well, the tonnage is almost there.
All right, you ready? Strike Vector.
Okay, yeah, failed parachute said that.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Phil Parachute.
I was just glancing at chat and I missed that.
I realized that I could take out a chunk of games by selecting multiplayer-only games that I haven't played, that I have played. So I just got rid of a bunch of unplayed single-player games.
Sure. Like you do.
Strike Vector is a brutal aerial FPS that will see you test your skills online against other players. In the tradition of Quake 3 and Unreal Tournament.
Oh.
People also ask, what happened to Strike Vector? The game was removed from sale on Steam with the closure of Rage Quit Corporation in 2020.
Oh, it was called Rage Quit?
On Steam. Yeah. The players controlled the Vector, a highly customizable and maneuverable jet fighter. It was really good. It was so good. Like, switching from, like, super fast ship to, like, VTOL hover mode to, like, pull off a weird sniper shot. It was great.
That sounds pretty cool.
It was really good. I can't believe that they took it off Steam. That sucks. Removed from sale, even. Because I have the power to get that game going for myself. No normal person could just pick up Strike Vector and get a game going. But if I tried really hard, I could play a handful of games. I could organize a handful of Strike Vector games. But not if it's not on Steam.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's Phantom Brigade, Dre?
Oh, Phantom Brigade's very cool. It's coming out of early access in a couple weeks. It is a turn-based real-time mech strategy game where like you basically like plan out your move, and as you're like planning your move, it's also showing like what the enemy is going to be do while your mechs are moving. So like, and you can like scrub back and forth in time, like along like a timeline to be like, to see like what all the enemy mechs are gonna do.
Do the moves happen simultaneously?
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
Okay, so it's like Frozen Synapse.
That sounds right. I don't think I ever played Frozen Synapse, but I feel like I remember people saying that Frozen Synapse was similar. Okay, yeah. Twit says it's got a Frozen Synapse thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's got a nice look to it too.
I played a bunch of
Let's
it
confirm the mission.
several months ago.
Ray Leonard's next.
Ooh,
Orleans.
Orleans.
The link is Anjou, the number 3 original. She's said to have taken down more Ravens than anyone else during the National Dismantlement War. Though currently working as a solo commando,
I
her
like,
activities all follow
here's
a
what I like about
predictable
this
pattern.
a lot.
She's purposefully luring enemy necks out.
This being
the
Phantom Brigade or
Phantom Brigade,
Armored
watching
Core?
the trailer.
Be extremely cautious when engaging in
One of the
close-range
issues I
combat.
have with mech games
Those are your orders.
is that
You can't
a
lose
lot
now.
of the times the world that you're playing in is built for the mechs, and so you don't feel gigantic.
Yeah.
But this is taking place in like a city for people, and so they're just like crashing through people's houses. And I think that's crucial to the mech experience. It's actually one of the things that got me to stop playing that Gundam Overwatch from recently. Is the game was fun, but it just felt like I was the size of a person but a robot.
Yeah, for sure. I guess I'm just trapped in this warehouse with this robot lady, so I'm just gonna shoot my giant grenade at her.
Okay, Dre, I'm gonna bounce out.
Okay. Thanks for hanging out, Keith.
I bounced out.
Thanks for asking me about
Thought I'd
P.
check in on it. Oh yeah, you're welcome. And if you or anyone else ever needs to tell me if you like P, just let me know.
Sure.
Did you answer, by the way? Did I get a yes or a no on that?
Yeah, do we need to do a second take?
Yeah. Do you like P?
Love it.
Love it. Great. Thank you very much, Dre. Bye.
Yeah, sure.
Orleans has gone silent.
back.
Okay. That was... I feel like I kind of just cheated this mission. Feels like the way to like actually play that mission was
Actually enjoying herself out there.
have like a up close mech fight, but
I was so worried. I'm relieved that it was you who won. You should get some rest now. Sleep well, soldier.
I assume you could like get her laser sword if you are. Oh, well, maybe that's what the moonlight and the flicker are. Let's go look. Moonlight was the... Ooh, Dragon Slayer. Yeah, okay. I mean, we gotta see what this looks like, right? An oversized laser blade with amazing attack power. I mean, I gotta know. I gotta know. Flicker is flash rocket. Temporarily disables camera function with intense light. That's fucked up. That's cool. It's a very high EN cost. Got it. Okay. So then... I would want like mech parts that have a lower EN cost so that I could have more going to... Oh, it's the Moonlight Greatsword. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I get it. Okay. Let's see here. How much did it sell? And how much did it cost? Designed for certain weapons. Do that. Put that on there. Where's the missile that I have? Scatter missile. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. We're gonna try a melee build. Let's get weird. If I'm going to do melee, I care more about horizontal thrust than vertical thrust. All right, let's see how bad this goes. Or great.
Let's confirm.
Who knows?
You'll report to the former Peace City area to provide backup for allies engaging an enemy squad of super elite Nexts. There are 4 Nexts in total, and each Lynx is a top-numbered original. Be especially careful of number 1, Berlioz. Berlioz's record in battle is peerless. He's extremely flexible in his thinking, unusual among originals. He'll use parts made by any company to win, and no one can argue with the results. This mission is extremely dangerous. Fighting multiple Nexts simultaneously will undoubtedly prove your harshest challenge yet. Those are your orders. Don't die out there.
Man, a Gundam hammer would be good. Don't die out there.
Combat is already underway. Get in there and provide backup for our allies. There are 4 enemy Nexts. Our side is already down to 2. They have the obvious numerical advantage. Divide, conquer. I believe you. Come back to the scene. Cavalry's arrived.
You made it. Thanks for coming. Sorry. Got us outnumbered. Let's get to it.
Enemy reinforcement sighted. Anatolia. All right. It's that fossil. Okay, Kaki. Here he's a skilled soldier. It's better.
Oh, that bad guy?
Mission hasn't changed.
Dude, just in my grill. I forgot how frustrating using melee stuff in this game can be. Yeah, there is very little feedback about how much damage you deal or that you take, and that is like doubly true when you're trying to do melee stuff. Let's try this again.
Let's confirm the mission. You'll report to the former Peace City area to
There
provide
is-
backup for allies engaged.
I suck at doing it. There is like a way to do like a quick like mech pivot. I just always like forget about doing it because you have to take your hand off the left stick. Yeah, I have also been just doing mostly like distance with grenade launchers. I got this cool sword, you know?
You made it. Thanks for coming. Sorry. Got us outnumbered. Let's get to it.
Enemy reinforcement sighted. It's Anatolia's mark. Anatolia. All right. It's that fossil. Okay, Kaki. Here's
Dang.
a skilled soldier. It's better.
Called me a fossil. It's fucked up.
I swear, I won't lose. Is this it? I'm sorry. Finish this. It's for me.
Allied unit, the lesson destroyed.
Enemy craft has fallen. Just one left. Not getting a beat on me.
Yeah, man, it just melee. Trying to do melee's rough. I need to go back to the missiles. Did you think I was the same as the others?
Let's confirm the mission. You'll report to the former Peace City area to provide backup for allies engaging in
Alright, let's bring all the missiles to this.
combat.
It's mistletoe time.
Get in there and provide backup for our allies. There are 4 enemy nests. Our side is already down to 2. They have the obvious numerical advantage. Divide and conquer. I believe you. Come back to us safely.
You made it. Thanks for coming. Sorry. You got us outnumbered. Let's get to it.
Enemy reinforcement sighted. Sanitoliansburg. Anatolia? Alright. It's that fossil. Don't get cocky. Carries a skilled soldier. It's buried.
Woo!
I'm under serious fire. I'm nearing my limit.
I swear, I won't close.
I think that guy's done. I think that guy's lying. I think he's gonna lose.
Allied unit, null, destroyed.
Not leave, will you? Not a fine one. Only sentimental. Wish me better. Different circumstances.
You're nearing the edge of the combat area.
I think this isn't gonna work because I'm gonna run out of missiles.
Not yet! Not through yet! Is this it? I'm sorry. Finish this. For me.
Allied unit, no flex.
Ah. Yeah, energy weapon might be good. You know what? We've been going for almost 2 hours. Let's go ahead and call it here because I feel like I'm gonna need to like sit here and tinker with the mech loadout, and I don't want to do that for 30 minutes and then it'd be too late to keep streaming. So let's call it here. Thanks everybody who hung out. We appreciate. Thanks to anyone who was here. Oh, can we raid KB and Jack? Are they streaming right now? Because I'm old, I don't know like what the protocol for. I think that's Jack. Last Jack. If Jack is able to check their Discord right now, because they're probably streaming. But you know, if I don't hear back from Jack, you can go watch that. It's twitch.tv/catbamkapow. I'm gonna go retweet it right now. And you know what? Probably what I'll do is I think I can. You still do host on Twitch? Man, I'm so old. I don't know how Twitch works anymore. You should go over and check that out. I'll see if I can't figure out how to host it over here. But thanks everybody for hanging out. See you next week. Next week might be the last Armored Core 4. Might be done. We might beat Armored Core 4 next Monday. Okay, bye.